Because of supermodels like Helen Williams, we have supermodels like Naomi Campbell today that's thriving, the Imans of the world, and so on and so forth. But so many people don't know about Helen Williams. She tolerated no disrespect. She even had to leave to go to Paris, and people were falling at her feet, honey. We're going to talk about all of that and more, and why today you don't hear about her when we all should know about her. She should be way more popular, and there should be way more information about her out here, but there isn't. Before we get into all of that, hey friend, welcome to my channel, Karina Lude, where we deep dive and break down the most iconic stars through history. If you're not yet subscribed, please be sure to do so. And if you're already subscribed, please turn on your notification bell so you never miss an upload. Now let's get into this video. So once upon a time, in a town called East Riverton, New Jersey, a special little girl named Helen was born. It was September 16th, 1935, when she first opened her eyes in Mount Holly, Burlington County Hospital, and we don't have any baby pictures for her. Like I said, the media just did her so wrong. There's not enough information out here about her, even though she just passed away this year, so she was still alive for there to be a great interest in her life. But unfortunately, we know how that goes. We'll talk about that later. Her parents, Helen B. and Ellis L. Williams, were overjoyed with her birth. She was their youngest child, and they loved her very much. Helen grew up exploring the charming streets of East Riverton, making friends and creating wonderful memories. She was a bright student and graduated from Palmyra High School in 1954. Helen loved dressing up and had a unique style that made her stand out. And after finishing high school, Helen packed her bags and moved to Montclair, New Jersey. She went to live with her Aunt Dorothy and Uncle Russell Rumble, who were very kind and loving. From there, she would take exciting trips to New York City. In the Big Apple, she would work at Pagano's studio as a fashion stylist. Helen had a great eye for fashion. She knew what looked good, and she used the talent to help others look their best. But Helen didn't just stop there. She had big dreams and even bigger heart. Let's get into her career. In the bustling heart of a New York photographer's studio, a young personal stylist named Helen Williams was weaving magic with her flair from fashion. Helen was always excited about fashion, and at just 17, she caught the eye of glittering celebrities like the enchanting Lena Horne, which I did a video for, and the dynamic Sammy Davis Jr. Her journey in the limelight started as a coveted model, gracing the glossy pages of renowned magazines such as Ebony and Jet. But beneath the glitz and glamour, she was grappling with the harsh realities of discrimination due to her African American heritage. In search of greener pastures, she packed her dreams in a suitcase and headed for France in 1960. In Paris, Helen had a much more positive experience. The French had a different viewpoint of Black beauty. She was called La Belle Américaine, and it's been said that by the end of her time there, she had 3 marriage proposals, one of whom kissed her feet and murmured, "I worship the ground you walk on, mademoiselle." She was also making a lot of money in Paris too. In the fashion capital of the world, she blossomed, strutting down the runway for iconic designers like the legendary Christian Dior and the avant-garde Jean Dessez. Her success story in France was a beacon of hope, a testament to her resilience and determination. In 1961, Williams returned to the U.S., ready to face the music once again. Her heart was full of dreams and her eyes sparkled with ambition. But the reality that greeted her was far from welcoming. The world of fashion, mesmerizing and enticing from afar, revealed its harsh truth. Opportunities for African American models were as scarce as a desert's rainfall. But Helen's radiant as the morning sun refused to be obscured by the clouds of prejudice. The phrase, "nevertheless she persisted," perfectly encapsulated her spirit. She chose not to surrender to the industry's exclusion, but to challenge it head on. Helen took her fight to the press, the fourth estate known for its power to amplify voices and bring about change. She found allies in white journalists Dorothy Killigan and Earth Wilson, who helped spotlight the fashion industry's blatant disregard and exclusion of Black fashion models. The result was a ripple effect that gradually turned into a wave. The attention drew the eyes of the industry towards Helen, and she began to book advertisements with renowned brands like Budweiser and Loom Togs. These ads broke barriers, finding their way into mainstream media, such as the New York Times, Life, and Redbook. As Helen's face graced these popular publications, she wasn't just selling products, she was challenging norms, breaking barriers, and reshaping the world's perception of beauty. Every ad was a statement, a testament to her courage and a step towards a more inclusive future. This trailblazer was one of the first clients to be represented by Ophelia DeVore's prestigious Grace DeMarco modeling agency, carving out a path for many who would follow in her footsteps. Helen Williams is celebrated for an instrumental role in dismantling the racial barriers that once shadowed the industry. Her extraordinary contributions were recognized in 2004 when she was bestowed with the prestigious Trailblazer Award by the Fashion and Arts Exchange Organization. In an enchanting ceremony held at the iconic New York's Fashion Institute of Technology, she stood as a beacon of hope and change. In 1970, Helen gracefully said goodbye to the runway, but her love for fashion remained undimmed. She channeled her creativity into a new role as a stylist, continuing to influence the fashion world with her signature style. In the whirlwind of her modeling days, Helen crossed paths with Norm Jackson. The sparks flew, and in 1977, they tied the knot, embarking on a journey of love and companionship. The couple chose to nestle down in the charming town of Morristown, New Jersey, where they lived happily as of 2022. However, on July 26, 2023, the world bid a sorrowful farewell to this pioneering figure. Helen Williams Jackson may have departed from this world, but her legacy continues to inspire, reminding us all of the power of resilience and determination. And there was no hoopla when she passed away. I didn't see anybody really talking about it. And it's really sad because she was one of those pioneers who did not take no for an answer. And she changed the image of Black models overseas. When she went to Paris, it was a big deal. There was a lot of publications that was talking about her arrival. She was a big deal there. And I just feel like, why don't nobody talk about her? Why isn't there enough photos, interviews? Like, where's the books? Nothing like that, right? It's unfortunate that models like her during that time did not get any shine, but she had to resort to doing, not that it was a bad thing, because doing ads was a great big thing, you know, but in Paris she was doing Dior and all of these high-end fashion brands, but in America she was doing like Budweiser and, you know, advertisements for things of that sort in nature. And look at her, she was very graceful, she was beautiful, she had a very nice figure and had the model-esque look like that of Wilhelmina and Lisa Fonsgrieve, which I did videos for, right? She still had that look, that elegance about her, and I think if they knew what to do with her, she would have been a lot more bigger than she is now. I don't know her favorite color. Like I said, there wasn't much information like I usually have on these videos with diet and favorite color, skincare routine, or anything like that. So I asked you guys to just put a heart in the comments if you watch for her and give her flowers. And also, I'll just do a quick analysis just based on what I saw with photos. In terms of her makeup, she really enjoyed a natural glam. She would do red lipsticks, but even in her ads and when she was working, she still never did too much with her makeup. There wasn't a lot of eyeshadow or anything like that, but she would have a nice clean liner, nice red or bold lip, and just a natural soft face. Helen obviously took great care of her body, though we don't know her routine. She was always in shape, even in her olden age, and she just passed this year. So she died at a good, ripe old age. So we know that she was taking very good care of her body. She was born in 1935, right? So she died at 88 years old. So I know she was taking care of her body very well. I wish we knew more, but this is all I have for you guys. Comment below who else do you guys think we should know about that people don't really know about. And I have my theories as to why she's not that popular. I think the industry was a little annoyed with models that made too much noise. Like, she was taking it to the press, she was making it a big deal, and they just probably got annoyed with her and didn't want to give her more shine. So they don't want to really highlight this woman who made it more popular and made dark-skinned Black women appear desirable, because those publications that were in Paris was putting her in such a desirable light that I don't think America and other parts of Europe that weren't yet, you know, with the times, was too happy with that, because they didn't want to see a dark-skinned Black woman at that. She wasn't like light-skinned and looked, you know, different like a Daniela Luna, which I did a video for. I'll put in the comment section because HBO is doing a special on her tomorrow, and depending on the special, I may do an updated video for Daniela Luna, but I did one for her, although YouTube age restricted it. I don't know why, but unlike Daniela Luna, who was very popular also overseas, who who tried to distance herself from being Black. She didn't really want to claim being Black. She didn't really want to, Helen was full unapologetically Black and grew into popularity because of that. So I can commend her for that. But comment below your thoughts. Who else would you guys like to see? I love you guys so much. If you like the music you listen to, the link is in the description. Until next time.